In 2001, a national tragedy struck. This incident was the release of Sonic Adventure 2 on the Nintendo GameCube.
With this emerald, I can control reality itself. Try it! Chaos Control!
Flashing lights! Come on, man, step it up! Wait, that's not what I said. You changed the subtitles, you dick!
Back in the day, I used to indulge in tons of GameCube games. I loved Luigi's Mansion, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Monkey Ball. But my favorite, by far, was Sonic Adventure 2. I was 4 or 5 years old when playing these games, and I was barely old enough to walk, but I was sure that this game was God-sent. If I'm being completely honest, I want to say I spent at least 200 hours on the game itself. And I didn't even beat it by myself. No, I had to have my siblings come in and help me because I was a baby. I can't beat Sonic Adventure 2 on my own. When it came out, Sonic Adventure 2 was praised for its high-quality graphics, great gameplay, and amazing storyline. Since I remembered it so fondly, I decided to replay it. And the game was terrible. Like, completely unplayable. Now, I have a lot of tolerance when it comes to playing games. I mean, I'll go and I'll play a Roblox obby for like 3 hours and have the most fun of my life. But this game was horrible. I mean, one of the worst experiences I've had while playing a video game. The controls were iffy, which might have been my fault. I was playing from an Xbox 360 when it was meant to be played from the Dreamcast, but I don't think that was the problem. First, let's talk about the camera. Whenever I tried to shift to the left or to the right, my camera would completely flip around my character like crazy. This wasn't during a specific level or when I used a certain character. This was the entire 9 hours of gameplay. When you're just exploring the world, this isn't a big issue. But when I'm trying to fight an enemy, it makes me want to bash my head in with Amy's Pico Pico hammer. How am I supposed to escape a world-sized truck when I can't even see the road in front of me? The second problem is all of Knuckles' levels. Every single one of them. They were so boring. Have you ever wanted to fly around a blank world in search of broken pieces of a Chaos Emerald? Me neither. But this is literally half of the storyline. You play as either Rouge or Knuckles and run around the level and attempt to find different shards of the Chaos Emerald. This could have been an enjoyable experience if it wasn't every single one of their levels. And what makes it worse is that you're given a radar-like HUD that's supposed to be able to help you find the shards, right? Well, it only worked once you got the first piece, which meant that if you were to pass piece number 2, but you hadn't picked up piece number 1 yet, you would have no clue. Oh yeah, and they're randomly generated. They change their spawn point every time you load in. But Maddie, what if I die? You have to start over. None of the pieces are in the same spots, and all the hints you just used were worthless. I could ignore some of these smaller issues if it weren't for the fact that the entire game is just complete garbage. The mechs don't work, the controls are meant for the Dreamcast only, and the main plot point is that the US government can't distinguish the difference between Sonic and Shadow. What? And then there's the Chow Garden. Honestly, this might redeem the horrific cutscenes and infuriating Tails levels. Chow are lovely creatures that you could train and feed. I personally remember this area of the game the best. They hatched from tiny eggs that you collected when you killed different enemies. Inside the Chow Garden, you could shake trees to get little fruits to feed them. They were kind of like little Nintendogs. And, if you're a fan of child slavery, you could race the Chow.
emotions right into your mind. Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Calling you, and the search is a mystery. Standing on my feet, it's so hard when I try to be me. Whoa, deja vu, I just been this time before. Higher on the beat, and I know it's a place to go. Calling you, and the search is a mystery.
Sonic Adventure 2 is still beloved by many, including me, despite how horrible it was. Blame it on the nostalgia glasses, or the addition of a pet-like garden, I will always have a soft spot for this game. Either way, it's still better than Sonic Unleashed. Thanks for watching.
See the future.